Before starting the video, I would like you to subscribe please, it would help me a lot, thank you. Shiki is first and foremost an intellectual. A workaholic type person, his love for knowledge and research is one of his driving forces. Even his past experience has only been for his curiosity and his changed approach towards people. He has a habit of hitting the ground before casting a spell. At a certain moment, when he gets angered, the red light that would glow when he was a lich reappear in his eyes. Shiki actually gets seasick, as told by a fisherman, and he uses levitation to counter it. His name Shiki comes from the Japanese characters for knowledge, douchuu, and common sense, 常识, as he appears to be much more sensible than Tomo or Mio. Amusingly, Tomo thought his name was derived from corpse, 尸体, and demon/fierce god, 鬼神, while Mio thought it was derived from death, 死, and time/period, 期间. His origins and original name are unknown. What is easily ascertained is that he was a brilliant researcher in magic knowledge. Before his death he possibly came back as a lich, or possibly, he turned himself into a lich, when and where is unknown. All that is known is that he's been a lich for a very long time and with quite the reputation. A lich is the highest point of an undead, but as an undead is an earth element existence. In other words, there's no undead that should be able to go against Behemoth, but Shiki is able to fight against him and defeat him, seal him. He is the only one out of Misumi Makoto's servants that is capable of freely returning to his original form. Tomo can undergo a transformation into a European-style dragon when she evolves into a dragon demigoddess. And Mio can only transform whenever she loses her composure. In the anime, the English voice actors and actresses mispronounce the word lich, making it sound more like leash. Despite being an undead creature who are considered evil and vindictive, Shiki is shown to be an amazing healer, and has an altruistic stance on most matters. When not compared to a greater dragon, Shiki as a lich is a high-ranking existence in the world of the goddess. Shiki is well versed in almost all types of magic, but his specialty is the magic of healing, continued from the magic of earth and wind. He has extensive knowledge as a researcher of magic, theoretical and practical, besides also knowing about many relics and magical objects, and having much experience in the experimentation of magic and living beings. Post-contract with Makoto. Although it is true that Shiki is the weakest of Makoto's direct servants, he is more than enough to destroy armies and countries with ease. Thanks to the contract that he made with his master, he acquired the 13 steps, which are rings containing enormous amounts of magic power from Makoto, who used them to absorb his own overflowing magic power. Shiki is therefore not able to fully utilize the rings until he converts all of Makoto's magic power that's stored within into his own. He uses the power of the rings to strengthen his forbidden spells as well as himself, which allowed him to defeat the greater dragon Lancer. It seems after defeating Lancer, Shiki evolves from undead to undead king. After the contract, he gains a body with flesh again, but he can change between his human form and lich form at will. Among his hobbies we can find several things that Shiki enjoys. Eating nabe and searching for new ingredients and recipes of nabe. Research about grunt. Researching magic and developing new knowledge in theoretical and practical use of magic. Finds out more about science and becomes obsessed with combining science and magic to make, or copy, some technology from Earth. Shiki's equipment is quite curious. Staff. He has 2 staffs, one when he is in his human form created by the elders dwarves. It is a luxurious staff wrapped in cloth that resembled silk that has the ability to hide the status of equipment, and it seems that the tip of the staff can transform in a golden knife, sorta like a spear. Then another one when he is in his lich form. It is a pitch black staff with few decorations that is more of a rod because there is no catalyzer, like a magic orb, on it. It can transform in a giant scythe that makes him look like a death reaper. The rod can also transform into Ascalon. Ascalon, when he holds his staff with both hands as if brandishing a sword and says, "Number 6 is my fittest. Free yourself from your scabbard and become your true form, come." Ascalon WN 161, then with a light similar to that of a red moon, it changes its appearance and becomes a giant, long claymore. This long claymore comes in combination with the 6th step, Fray, that permits him to be possessed by the spirit of the sword and to acquire the swordmanship of someone he saw. For now his swordmanship is the same as Makoto and Hibiki's kendo teacher that he saw in Makoto's memories. This is a sword smeared with poison and malediction, that can even handicap a greater dragon. It seems that the sword has neither the radiance of a legendary sword nor the ghostly aura of a cursed weapon. According to Shiki, it's a sword he named from the tale of a dragon slayer who had the same name. Rings. When he made the ruling pact with Makoto, he was so weak when compared to Makoto, that they needed to trick the pact. To do this, they give 13 red rings, Dropner, to Shiki that contain Makoto's magical power, We know that the first 10 rings are put on each of his fingers, but we don't know where the last 3 are. When the pact was done, the 13 rings fuse with his new human body. Later, these rings begin to merge and became the 13th step, the new power of Shiki. Each ring has a different power. It also seems to have different colors, like Kido is an orange ring, but that needs to be confirmed. Because of that, Shiki became really versatile when you combine all of his magical knowledge along with the power of the rings. Thank you for watching my humble video. Subscribe, like, thank you very much. See you next time.